Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video I am going to be ranking recent makeup purchases. It has been a while since I've done one of these. I don't know why I put these off for so long, so I have a bunch of products to go over, let you guys know my final thoughts after I gotten the chance to like really use these products. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of stuff in indie makeup, so if those things you like to watch, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright loves, so for some reason this is a video I avoid so much. I feel like it takes a lot of time to go through products, decide which is at the bottom and the top. I just struggle, especially if there's like a lot of products that I love, and I like to do this in a whole like ranking style because I think it's better than just like showing you products real quickly. And I feel like a ranking system kind of gives you a better idea on how much I either love these products or really dislike these products out of everything that I have. Now, please don't take anything personal. If something is at the bottom of my ranking that you really love, or something that you really hate is at the top, because you know we all have different makeup preferences in terms of what we like. Now, I'll let you know whether it's a quality issue or whether it's just a preference thing on why it's ranked where it is. So I think we should dive in because there's a lot to go over here since I waited so long to do one of these videos. So the bottom of the ranking, which is something I've had for a while, but I totally forgot to put this in my other ranking video, but this is the Juvia's Place I Define Pen Liner. I did not like this. It really bled on my eyes when I used it. I did use it in some video and I remember just thinking this is not for me. It has a felt tip applicator, which is what I usually don't go for, but it's just so much product comes out that it kind of feathers out. You can't get a perfect fine line. It's just too wet, or like just too much product comes out, and I just didn't enjoy using it. I just felt like I couldn't get a perfect line with this product, so that is why it's at the bottom. But the next product at the bottom of my ranking is this from Beauty Bay. This is the Brush Up Brows Brow Soap. Now this does do a good job at lifting up your brow hairs. It's kind of dirty in there, but it's like a very firm wax. And the problem with this is it leaves like a residue on your brows. So yes, your brows will stay up, but you will have weird stuff on your brows. Like, it's just not pretty. Who wants to have gunk on their brows? They want it to stay up, but do you want weird shit to be on it? Not really. And that is why it's at the bottom. It was a gift with purchase. Now I know why. I felt like they were probably just trying to get rid of their inventory. And then another product I have here is from MAC. So I was trying to like try out MAC products because I don't really own stuff from them. And unfortunately, this was a dud. This is the Glow Play Blush in Fluorescent. And this is like a very light lavender, and I don't know why I bought this shade. I probably should have known it was going to be too light for me, but it just does not do anything for my cheeks. It actually makes my cheeks look really ashy because it's so light and has kind of more of like a white base to it. It's just not the right shade for me, and it just didn't really show up or do anything on my cheeks. I do like the texture and that it's like cream, kind of like a putty. You can push it around, but just the shade was just not good, and I'm not sure how many people this would work for. I feel like you'd have to be super fair for this shade to actually show up on your cheeks. Then the next products are also shade issues. So these are from Unearthly Cosmetics. These are the blushes from the Sleepover collection, but these were just so light and super ashy on the cheeks, and the two shades that were in the collection are both very, very fair. Like, there's a super light bubblegum pink and a super light lavender one that's similar to the MAC one. I feel like this one showed up a little better than the MAC one, but overall these are just so light and ashy, and it was unfortunate that they didn't come out with deeper shades in that collection because there's not a lot of people that these shades would work for because they're just so light. So the next product, which is also from Unearthly Cosmetics, this is also a shade issue, is this highlighter from the Sleepover collection as well. I forgot the name of this. No, Bow and Arrow highlighter. It's just a very kind of icy pink, and I just don't wear icy pink highlighters like that. I think it's just too light for me, and I just didn't think it worked for me. Yet again, the face products were just super light in the sleepover collection, and it just really was only going to work for people of, you know, light to fair skin tone. Then the next product is from Color Rain, and this is their bronzer and caramel delight. I probably picked a shade that's too dark for me. I mean it's not that dark, but the problem with this one is it doesn't blend well on the cheeks, and it kind of sticks to wherever you put it. So I feel like it ends up looking very muddy. I tried this over and over. I've used it on my channel, and even if I go on a light hand, it's too intense, and I just can't get it to diffuse and just like mesh through my skin. I just feel like the bronzer kind of sits on my cheeks and never really blends in. And then I also have the Color Rain Cream Blush in Spicy. This is such a beautiful orangey shade, but it's just super intense, super pigmented. Even when I try to go lightly, I feel like I just get so much product and I just can't get it to sheer out enough. Like, look how intense that is. And I can go in with a little finger, do that, and try to do that, and it's still just, it's just too much. Like, no matter what I do, I just can't get this color not to be so freaking intense. Like, I put paint on my face, and it's super creamy, and it's just hard to even try to pick up little because so much gets on the brush. Like, I just went in so lightly, and it's still super intense. I think this blush is just way too pigmented for me, and would probably be better for people who have deeper skin tones. It's just too much on my cheeks. Then the next product is from MAC. This is one of the Glow Play blushes. This is in Peaches and Dreams. This is way better for my skin tone. It's a beautiful creamy peach blush. I really like this on the cheeks. They blend really nicely, and I do just love the texture, the creaminess of it, and I thought that this just blends in really nicely. And I do like the formula, and that is why this is higher. This is a better color than the one that I showed you guys at the beginning, and that's why it's higher up. So the next product is from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is the lip gloss from the Sleepover collection. This is a pink shimmery gloss. I actually do like this gloss, and normally I don't gravitate to glosses. I prefer satin lipsticks, traditional lipsticks, or like lip stains. This is not usually my go-to. There's a very few amount of glosses that I love, but this was actually nice. It's not sticky. It looks actually pretty nice on the cheeks. It actually looks pretty nice on the lips. You would think that this wouldn't be the most flattering shade, but I don't know. I think it's because it's more sheer, and it just leaves soft little sparkles on the lip. So I do actually like this. It's not sticky, and it does feel hydrating, so that is why it's a little higher up there. Normally glosses always fall towards the bottom unless it's like a formula that I fall in love with. Now going on to this Lethal Cosmetics highlighter. This is one of their, I think, duochrome or multi-chrome highlighters. This is in the shade Atomic. Now when you feel it in the pan, it does feel like dry to the touch, almost like it's going to be chalky, but once you put it on the cheeks, it actually looks really pretty. This has like a pink sheen, like a pink gold sheen. It is actually really nice, and once you blend it out, it does, you know, diffuse right into the skin. It just has a more drier texture, but once it's on the cheeks, it's fine. Then the Besame blush palette from Ipsy Cosmetics. I really like this. I love the shade options in here. I like the different tones. I feel like some of these shades are very unique. I really love this Savahe blush right here, this bright orange. Now I did do lip swatches and blush swatches on my Instagram. If you want to see these all swatched out on my cheeks, definitely check out my Instagram page, Breezy_beauty. But these are really nice. I just wish these were sheeny blushes instead. If these were all sheeny blushes, these would probably be ranked way higher up on the ranking. I just love my cheeks to be super glowy, but I do think the formula is nice. Now getting up to loved products and very loved products. So I have the Sugar Drizzle liners. These are their multi-chrome liners. These are really pretty. They're fun, little interesting pops in the waterline. I think they're fun, and I actually think you can see the shift really well on these for being just liners in the waterline. I mean, you can use these on the lids as well, but I like having it in the waterline because it adds a little bit more interest to any look that you know, add these to. But they're very creamy, they're very sheeny, and I feel like most times metallic liners don't show up that well in the waterline and are not fully opaque, but these are actually nicely opaque, and they're just fun little like pops to any look. So I do really like these. I have Blaze and Moonbeam, and I'm very happy I picked these up. Now going on to a skin tint. This is from Ipsy Cosmetics. This is the Nude Glow. I do like this skin tint. I love that it has 40 SPF in it. It's just not super long wearing for my skin type. I am a oily skin girl, so this does get shiny throughout the day on me, and I do have to like powder throughout the day, but I do like how it looks on the skin. It looks very fresh and healthy and glowy and natural. It has good coverage to it. It has skincare benefits, so I do like the skin tint. It's just not the most long wearing, and I have to think about what I'm doing when I'm going to use this. If I'm going to be somewhere where it's super hot and it's going to be a long day, it's not going to work for me. It's not going to last long enough. But I'm just going to like go to lunch real quick, or I'm going to go run errands, or just have like a light day where I know I don't need my makeup to necessarily be like matte and sweat and oil proof, then I really do like using this. It's a nice skin tint. Then going on to Nabla. So I picked up one of their Regeneration Uplifting Creamy Concealers. I think this is really nice. It's hydrating under the eyes. This is more of a lighter coverage concealer and a more like creamy, more like natural concealer. I don't love the applicator. It's not my favorite. I like more of like a doe foot. I think it's easier to put on because I feel like you have to keep twisting and you're never sure how much product you really have in this sponge. So you may think you have not enough, and then you keep squeezing out or like keep twisting, and the next thing you know, you have too much product on this. But I do think it looks really nice and natural under the eyes. Then I have this Rare Beauty bronzer, which a lot of people would rank this super high. I think the problem is the shade is not right for me. I do like the formula. It's super creamy, super blendable. It's so easy to just put this on and like blend it right into the skin, but this color is way too light for me, and I felt like the color up was too dark, a little too warm. So I feel like the shade options are not the best with these Rare Beauty bronzers. I wish that they had more shades, so I just hope that they extend the range, because if I can find a shade that's better for me, and then I could see this being ranked way higher in like, you know, the makeup and stuff. Then going on to the Rare Beauty skin tint. I actually like this. I think this is a little bit more long wearing than the It Cosmetics one, and this one is to me a little bit more sheer, a little bit more natural, but I do like how it wears on my skin, and it's so lightweight. So I do think this is a nice skin tint. Then I have the LYS Aim High Pressed Highlighter Powder in Brave. It's a champagne. Now this is pretty intense. It looks pretty intense in the pan, but you can sheer this out or you can build it up. So if you want people to see you from the heavens, you can do that and make it super intense, or you can just sheer it out and make it a nice little highlighter that just has a beautiful glow in the cheeks. I think the formula is really nice, super like blendable, and it almost has like a creaminess to it in like a powder form. I don't know how to explain it, but it has almost a creamy texture to it, and then once you put it on the cheeks, it kind of dries down to more of like a powder. Beautiful. Love this highlighter. I would love to pick up other shades. I think this is a nice standout product from LYS. Then going on to the One Size Beauty bronzer. I think this is really nice. I like the options in here. I like that they gave you different shades. This is the medium one. They gave you a warm tone one, a cool tone one, and one that's kind of more neutral. So if you want to look a little warm, you want to use a shade for contouring, or you want something neutral, just in between, not too cool, not too warm, then I think, you know, you would really like this. I like the options. These powders are like very soft, milled, silky. They just blend really easily on the cheeks, and they don't get muddy. They just diffuse really nicely. So I do really like this bronzer from One Size Beauty. I feel like their recent releases have been really good, because then I have the One Size Beauty Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio. I also love the setup of this. This has a cream option, a matte powder option, and then a shimmery powder option. So you can use them all together, or if you just want like a dewy creamy blush, you can go with that. You want something more matte, or you want something super glowy, or you can like layer these just how you want them. I just really think the quality is really nice in here. The powders are nice, the cream is pigmented, easy to blend on the cheeks, doesn't lift up any of your like foundation and stuff that it's laying over. I do want to get more colors in these. I'm just been such a big fan of blush lately, and I'm so happy that there are so many glowy blushes coming out now. Then I have the Lime Crime lipsticks. These are their soft touch lipsticks. These are like a soft matte formula, but they're long lasting. They're not drying or anything on the lips. They just glide on super nice and have that soft matte finish. I have a bunch of colors in these. I have nudie ones. I also have this like super bright orange one. And I just thought the formula was really nice. I think these are more on the affordable side. And I have other shades. I even have one that's in my makeup bag. That's how much I love these products. Then the other lipstick that I have just a little higher is from Rose Inc. This is one of their satin lip colors. I love how sheeny and glossy this looks on the lips. If you want more of a glowy lip product, this is kind of like a rosy brown shade. But I think the formula is beautiful. It has just such a gorgeous sheen to it and glow. It reminds me a lot of like the Proper Beauty lipsticks and the ones that I like from We Makeup. It just has a beautiful sheen. So I want to get more colors in this lipstick. That's how much I like the formula. Then the next thing I have here is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is beautiful. I think it actually lasts pretty well on my skin. It's very lightweight. It blends out so nicely, and it has a nice natural finish to it, but it's not like super glowy like the It Cosmetics one or the Rare Beauty one. I feel like this one has more of a natural satin finish. It's beautiful. I love it. I have used this a lot. I even use it to go to work if I just want lighter makeup, and I do feel like this is actually going to hang on my skin. Now, of course, I have to powder up, use like matte products with like products like this, but I think it's just such a beautiful finish on the skin. Really enjoy this. I've used this on my channel a few times. If you want to see how it looks and applies, I will link those videos below. I'll put one in the corner so you can see me actually using it. I think a lot of these products I used on camera, so I will link all those videos where I'm using any of these things so you can actually see how they apply and look and perform, you know, when actually putting them on the skin. Now going on to the Kaleidos of blushes. This was from their Smoky Nostalgia collection. I love all of these. When I first got these, I was only using these blushes. I just picked a shade that matched like the look that I was doing, and I think these are so freaking beautiful and blendable. These are their mono blushes, and these are matte blushes. Normally I want sheeny blushes, but they have a beautiful finish on the cheeks. And the shade options, like this reddy one, I love blushes like this. If I want like a red rosy cheek, then they have this beautiful like bright kind of intense, almost neon pink. They have this beautiful like neon-y coral. It's just bright and popping and actually works on my skin tone even though they're on the lighter side. Then they have this one right here, which is a like brighter orange. And then my favorite one out of all of them is this one right here. I think this one is called Sunburnt. It's like a bronzy blush. It's like the perfect blush to use with any like eye look because it's like a neutral brownie blush. It's so beautiful on the cheeks. So the formula is beautiful. I hope that they come out with like glowy options to this range because these are excellent. Packaging is beautiful and I can't get enough of these. I've used them so much since I've got them. Then the next product, which I didn't love when I first used it. I used it on camera and I was like, oh, it's nice, but is it worth the money? Now that I've used it more and tried it in different ways, I actually really love this product. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi Glow Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter. I got the shade Dream Light, which is advertised of more of like a warm highlighter. The other option was a cool tone one, but I felt like it was a little too light and icy. So I think this one is actually better for my skin tone. But the packaging is beautiful. The shade in here is really cool. It has like different stripes, so you can use them separately, or you can like swirl them all together. In the first video, I only used this edge one right here, and I was like, oh, it's a nice highlighter, but it's not special. But when I mix these all together and use them more like a glowy blush, I love how it looks on the cheeks. It's such a beautiful glowy, but from like glow from within kind of glow. It's not like you have metallic on your cheeks. It just gives a beautiful, more natural sheen to the cheeks. So I love actually mixing these all together and using it as a glowy blush. Then this from LYS, this is their Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I do think this has really nice coverage. It's more of like a natural satin, I would say, the finish of it, and it looks really good under the eyes. I think this sets with powder really well. It gives me good coverage, but I feel like it's more on the hydrating side. I think the applicator is perfect. You just get the right amount of product and the shape and everything. So this is a really nice concealer if you're looking for something a little bit more on like a natural satin finish, but has more coverage than usually natural concealers have. You definitely will cover up whatever is on the under eye, so I think that's nice. Then going on to some more concealers. I tried a lot of concealers recently, but I have the Rose Ink Concealer. Now this doesn't have as much coverage as the LYS, but something about how this looks on their eyes is so beautiful. It looks super like hydrating and fresh and bright under the eyes. I think the like finish is really nice. This one is more of a radiant finish. It has a huge doe foot applicator. I just really like the finish, and I think this sets really well under the eyes. Then my like most favorite concealer that I've tried is the KVD. I think this is what, the Good Apple Concealer? I think, I don't even know the full name of this, but this one is my favorite. Good coverage, good finish, natural finish, but covers up what I need under the eyes. It lasts well on the skin, it powders well. I just think that this is ultimately my favorite. I think this is a lot more coverage than the LYS one. Like, this is a super full coverage concealer. It will cover anything that's under the eyes, but it's not in like that heavy matte way like the Tarte Shape Tape does. This one has more of a natural finish, but it will give you equal amount of coverage in my eyes as the Shape Tape from Tarte. So then going on to number 2 in the ranking, this is such an amazing loved product. I'm so happy that a wonderful, lovely person recommended this to me in my comments as a powder that they love. This is from Nakia Joy Cosmetics. This is so beautiful. It sets my face so well, and it does it in like a natural way. I mean, it mattifies, but it doesn't make my skin look dry or super matte. The powder is finely milled. It's super silky. It does have that velvet feel, and it just blends right into the skin. It also sets my under eyes really nicely and stops creasing from happening. And it just sets my face in the most beautiful, natural way. And it also helps my makeup last longer and keeps me matte pretty well throughout the day. I actually think I might like this better than the Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder, and that has been a holy grail powder of mine. I actually have backups to it. There's never been a powder that has done as well as that one until this one. And then number 1 on the ranking, if you've been watching me for some time, you will not be surprised, but this is the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Beauty Blur Balm. It is mattifying, but it's not heavy on the skin. It has good coverage, I'd say medium coverage, and it blends well. It lasts all day on my skin, and I've seen both dry people and both oily skin people really love this product. Like, it is just such a standout beauty balm skin tint kind of product, and it lasts so well on my skin. I think this is one of the most long wearing foundations that I have ever found, and I think I might even like this more than the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Makeup. I feel like this one lasts even longer. It gives a little bit more coverage, and it does really make your skin look really flawless and smooth and just a beautiful canvas. So that is why it is number 1. I love this so much. I think this is just gonna become a holy grail for me for sure. So that was all the products that I wanted to rank for you guys. My thoughts and everything. This video is probably super long, but I had to go over and let you know why they were ranked where they were. But you will have to let me know in the comments below. Are you surprised by my ranking? Does it make sense? Would you switch these products around? Have you tried any of these things? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the comments below. I will link all these products. If you want to check out any of these things and know where to find them, they will be linked. I will also link other videos of mine, like any videos I'm using any of these products, they'll be linked so you can see how they actually perform on the face. I will also have my social media platforms linked. I'm on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty, and I do post a lot of different content on those platforms as well, so definitely check me out. Join my Instagram fam. I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for hanging out with me, supporting my channel, and just being amazing. I appreciate all of y'all. But I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending you guys all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.